In this video, I introduce a generalized advantage estimation for policy grading methods. Policy grading methods apply deep convolutional neural networks as a nonlinear function approximator to directly optimize the cumulative reward as shown here. This state as this policy neural network with parameters set, and these are possible actions. This is a state action function. The initial state is sampled from a distribution, and then a trajectory is generated by sampling actions AT according to the policy pi, and sampling the states ST plus 1 according to the environment dynamics P until the terminal state is reached. As shown here, this policy pi, this environment dynamics, this initial state, this action, and this reward. A reward RT is received at each time step. The goal is to maximize the expected total reward. Policy grading method maximizes the expected total reward by repeatedly estimating the gradient G as shown here, where theta is the policy parameters and GT can be state value V, state action value Q, and advantage A. Selecting GT yields almost the lower possible variance. The gradient term points in direction of increased pi theta if only if pi theta larger than 0. A variance reduction parameter gamma is used to reduce the variance by downweighting rewards according to the delay effects at the cost of introducing bias. The gamma discounted value functions V, Q, and A are given by these three equations and explained in this figure, this value state, this value action function, and this advantage function. The discounted approximation to the policy gradient is defined as here. Generalized advantage estimation uses the estimate AT caret to approximate a discounted advantage function A pi gamma, namely in this equation, where n is the index of episode in a batch. Define delta TV as the estimate of advantage of the action AT, where V is the approximate value function, and bias the estimator of A pi gamma is defined as here, where V is a baseline. Taking the sum of k of these delta terms, the estimator of the advantage function is defined as here, this A1, A2, A3, and this AK. However, this estimator is only gamma just for V. Otherwise, it will yield biased policy gradient estimates. The generalized advantage estimator GAE gamma lambda with two parameters gamma and lambda is defined as exponentially weighted advantage of these k-step estimators as shown here. There are two extreme cases for lambda 0 and lambda 1 as shown here. This GAE gamma 0 has no bias gamma just for V, but with a higher variance. That's GAE gamma 1 has a lower variance, but with some bias. The GAE for lambda between 0 and 1 makes a compromise between bias and variance controlled by the parameter lambda. For more details, please check with these references. Thank you. Bye.